Hey everyone, back tuning into Snow Watch, or maybe it should be renamed No Snow Watch, because it has been a bit of a letdown over the past few days, as it has been throughout the whole of the winter. It's just one of those winters where it's never really come together to produce much in the way of snow for many parts of the country, away from the north anyway, and away from high ground. It has been a very frustrating winter, with most of the scenarios that could have provided some snow tending to be on the wet side of marginal as opposed to the white side. I think we've got another one of those coming up tonight and tomorrow. There will be some snow around, and I think it's most likely across northern England, possibly North Wales and the North Midlands as well, and as has been the story throughout winter, at elevation. So something like Buxton could get a few inches of snow. Pennines certainly going to get some snow. Those Trans-Pennine routes will be a bit dodgy in the morning, and the Welsh Mountains as well, particularly in the north of Wales, will see some snow also. But for lowland, southern England, from Midland southwards generally, it's just going to be cold rain coming up once again, I would think. And if you haven't seen the video that I did earlier on, next week it looks like we could be getting a bit of a push up in the temperature. So depending on how things go over the next month or two, you never know, this might be the last Snow Watch that we do for several months. Might not do another one until the end of the year. Alternatively, of course, we could have a big cold snap at any point through March and April. We might have to do more Snow Watches, but I think this will probably be the last one for the time being anyway. So get on with the detail in a second. Before I get on with that, just very quickly to mention the ads. So there's links to articles on all the pages. Have a browse widgets and click through the links if there's any articles that you're interested in, and thanks very much for doing that. There's also video ads on most pages which open up the content you're watching. But again, it's how to pay for the website. So we're going to start off with the GFS model for this evening. We've got an area of low pressure coming in from the Atlantic. It's moving into quite cold air, but not cold enough to be producing a widespread snow event. This low pressure will be pushing in off the Atlantic, bringing quite a bit of rain across the country, and that's sort of stuck over the top of the country through the course of tomorrow. So we are going to be under low pressure. There's going to be precipitation around, and it's on the northern side of this low pressure that we've got the greatest risk of snow, and that's going to be for northern England, North Wales, and possibly down into the North Midlands as well, maybe Lincolnshire also. And then that low pressure, as we go into Saturday, will start to move southwards and eastwards, pulling the winds into the north, and it'll be turning showery, I think, through the course of Saturday, with these northerly winds coming down around this area of low pressure, by this time centred across Germany. Now, as we go over into Sunday, we've got a slight system moving down from the north. Earlier on, I was thinking this might be pushing further into the UK, but it looks like it's being moved back westwards again by the model. So it's this little kink in the isobars just here. It's a little trough moving down from the north. It looks like it's only going to impact Ireland at the moment, possibly bringing some rain or snow to them on Sunday afternoon. This morning's model runs were tending to move this down through the central spine of the country, but right now, the idea is that it's being trended back west again. It looks like it's only going to impact the far west of Ireland. We'll keep an eye on that one anyway. But coming back to the current situation tonight and tomorrow. So this is the Euro 4 model at website Weather Online. This high resolution model from the UK Met Office. This is a precipitation type forecast for 6 o'clock in the evening. See rain in across Ireland and the far southwest of England. As we go through to midnight, turning wet across most of England and Wales. The pink is appearing there, the pink colour, so northern England, southwestern parts of Scotland, North Wales could be seeing some snow. You see, it is, even there, it's marginal, and there's quite a bit of rain around, but certainly at elevation, it's likely to be staying quite heavy, particularly over the Pennines. There could well be a covering of snow on those Trans-Pennine routes through the course of tomorrow morning. This is a situation at 6 o'clock in the morning. The rain is clearing East Anglia and South East. It hasn't given any snow down to the southeast. It's just rain on this forecast anyway. The pink colours are still there by this hook back that's going on across northern England. So the front, it's in this sort of position. The front is doing something like that, and it's stuck across northern England And that's where we have got the risk of some rain or snow continuing through tomorrow morning. And again, it's mainly over high ground, but possibly some coming down to lower levels as well in the heavier bursts. So it could be a slight covering of snow at lower levels across northern England, but it's on high ground that you have a proper sort of 2 or 3 inches of snow, possibly type covering. And our front's a bit stuck as you go through into midday on Friday. It's still there across northern England, starting to come back down in towards the North Midlands and North Wales. So risk of rain or snow through this central swathe. Rain at lower levels, rain, sleety, snowy, wintry mix at lower levels, snow at higher levels elsewhere. Not much going on. And then we go through to 6 o'clock in the evening tomorrow, and the front is really fizzing out. It's pushing back in towards Wales, but just producing mostly rain there. And even across northern England, the rain and snow is starting to ease off. So a bit of a non-event for most of us from the Euro 4. Main concern is for northern England. Let's have a look at another high-res model. This is from the website metroseo.fr. This is the WRF model. Again, we see rain, again, this precipitation forecast. We've got rain coming in across Northern Ireland and down the Irish Sea because of this evening. As we run through the evening, we find that rain pushing eastward. So this is how we look at midnight with quite a lot of heavy rain then. Go back, quite a lot of heavy rain at midnight across the Midlands, central southern England. We go up towards North Wales, the North Midlands into southwest Scotland. That's where we've got risk of snow. Even there, it's not continuously snow, it's a mix of rain and snow is most likely over the high ground. We carry on through into the early hours of the morning, and the rain pushes across eastern England, so east and south east England turns wet. We've still got snow across northern England. There's a little bit for Northern Ireland as well. So Northern Ireland, Northern England, southwest Scotland still has some snow with probably rain or sleet at lower levels in those regions. We go into tomorrow morning, and that front is rather stuck across northern England and down in towards the North Midlands. So mix of rain and snow there. Eventually it all just moves a bit further southwards and kind of fizzles out. Doesn't really do a lot. There could be some wintry showers pushing through Wales and the Midlands tomorrow evening. I don't think they'll amount to anything, but this system is coming back southwards, possibly producing some wintry showers as those northerly winds tuck back in. Finally, the GFS model is looking like this. This is from the website, theweatheroutlook.com. You can find a link to all these websites on the links page, by the way. So again, starting at 6 o'clock in the evening, precipitation forecast has the rain in across Ireland and through the Irish Sea. As we go into the evening, we find that band of rain pushing across much of England and Wales into southwest Scotland as well. It's mostly rain through central southern parts of England and Wales. In the northern England, southwest Scotland, coming down into Northern Ireland, some northern parts of Wales. There is snow at midnight. And then we go through into the early hours, take that rain eastwards into eastern parts of England. This does suggest risk of snow down through the Midlands and some central southern parts of England. But I've been here before with this, and what we generally tend to end up with is just rain. So I think away from northern England and the North Midlands and North Wales, we've got to be very sceptical about this. It is bringing snow, this model, down into the southeast of England, through the East Midlands into southeast parts of England. But I've got a feeling if you wake up tomorrow at 6 o'clock in the morning, expect it to be snowing in the southeast, you're probably likely to be disappointed. It's probably just going to be raining, or more likely be rain, and the rain will have cleared away, actually. As we go through into morning, this is 9 o'clock, we've got that that hang back of rain and snow across northern England. Stays there through the day, so the snow could pile up over the Pennines tomorrow. At lower levels, it's likely to be more in the way of rain. And then we just bring wintry showers down across England and Wales through Friday night and into Saturday morning. Even then, quite a bit of that is just rain in the southeast. So I think it's really the central part of the country that we're looking at for snow tonight and tomorrow. It's northern England, over the high ground, over the Pennines, southwestern Scotland, possibly Northern Ireland on higher ground as well, and also the far north of the Midlands and North Wales. In those areas, particularly if you live at elevation, you could wake up to a covering of snow in the morning. Even there on lower ground, it's likely to be more of a sleety, wintry mix, I would have thought, but maybe giving a slight covering elsewhere I would just expect rain overnight, to be honest. I mean, not a great deal going on into tomorrow. Maybe some wintry showers pushing through the Midlands and central southern parts of England tomorrow evening and in the early hours Saturday morning, but I don't think they'll amount to too much. So that's how it's looking tonight for Snow Watch. As I say, this might be the last Snow Watch that we do until around November time. You just never know what's going to happen in the spring in the UK. Sometimes we can have quite a lot of snow situations through March, April. Sometimes we get nothing. So we're just going to have to wait and see. Well, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.